We're following breaking news. CBS North Carolina has learned Governor Pat McCrory is conceding the race for governor. This means Democrat Roy Cooper will become the next governor of our state. Here's the governor's video statement.
But during this wonderful season, it's also time to celebrate our democratic process, and we now should do everything we can to support the 75th governor of North Carolina, Roy Cooper.
We will have more updates about this on our website, WNCN.com. He said no party gets it right all the time, and certainly one of the most contentious issues between the two parties in the legislature has been House Bill 2, and he certainly addressed that this morning, saying that that's a social issue that we do not need on the books in North Carolina, pointing out that it has cost North Carolina hundreds of millions of dollars. He says that's money that could have been used to help pay teachers and improve roads. And he encouraged the legislature to take up a vote on it. He says that the votes are there to repeal House Bill 2 with no strings attached. And he said, quote, let them vote. We just heard from President Obama. He was speaking in Warsaw, Poland. And for the second time in less than 24 hours, he's addressing the violence back home, this time in Dallas, Texas, where we have 11 officers shot, 5 dead, 6 injured, and a civilian also shot. Donald Trump is campaigning in North Carolina today as he tries to win over Tar Heel State voters. The visit comes amid intense scrutiny and accusations of his past actions and comments regarding women. The storyline and the players change sometimes hourly, and the stakes are as high as ever as we near Election Day. So let's bring in John Dickerson, moderator of Face the Nation, to help us try to make some sense out of all this. John, what can you tell us about the latest impact on his campaign as these accusations continue to pile up, and where does he go from here to try to overcome all this before Election Day?
Well, the different impacts on the campaign, there are a lot of them.
So what about Hillary Clinton? I mean, her campaign has been dealing with the leaked emails from her campaign chair while all this Trump controversy plays out. So what does she have to do to keep her leads and try to win over any remaining in red and purple states?
Hillary Clinton has a challenge not as big as Donald Trump's challenge.
A lot to watch, and of course, we'll be watching Face the Nation with you on Sunday. Thank you so much, John.
This is CBS North Carolina breaking news.
And we begin with breaking news tonight out of London, where police say there are a number of casualties after a van plowed into pedestrians. You're looking live at the scene right now. The Muslim Council of Britain says the pedestrians were worshipers who were hit as they were leaving a mosque. Police immediately announced they had arrested a person, but did not say on what charges. At this time, there is no confirmation that this is terror related. We'll continue to monitor this throughout the night and have an update for you on CBS North Carolina News tomorrow morning. Thanks for watching CBS North Carolina News at 11. I'm Justin Quesinberry. And new at 11 tonight, police say this person that you're going to see on your screen right here is a person of interest in the murder of a Fayetteville woman. Investigators are urging the friends and family of Matthew White to have him contact detectives about a deadly shooting this morning on Lamont Street. Now, we've learned from police that the victim was found dead in a back bedroom at a boarding house. The property owner told us that she shared a room with her boyfriend. A neighbor says she saw her just yesterday.
She seemed to be happy about them meeting up, in the near future.
Police are not saying how White is connected to the crime, and he has not been named a suspect. The Raleigh man accused of robbing 4 businesses and carjacking a woman at gunpoint is in jail tonight. Police arrested James Bloodworth last night in Durham. CBS North Carolina was the first station to speak with the woman who says Bloodworth carjacked her. We talked with her again today. She does not want to show her face or give her full name, but here's what she had to say about Bloodworth's arrest.
Lock him up and throw the key away.
Bloodworth has a history of run-ins with the law going all the way back to 1977. His criminal record shows he was released from prison last October after a 10-year stint on robbery and assault charges. Records also show his parole ended on the 1st of this month. The U.S. Navy released the names tonight of the 7 American sailors who died after going missing when their destroyer smashed into a Japanese cargo ship. As families mourn, an investigation is getting underway. The Navy routinely has watch teams on deck to prevent this sort of thing from happening.
It was traumatic to keep the ship afloat.
A Raleigh woman says her son was among the sailors who tried to save the lives of those 7 in the flooded compartments. You can find her account of what happened in the moments after the collision on our website. That's WNCN.com. For a few families across the Triangle, this was their first time celebrating Father's Day as fathers. Our AJ Janival spoke with one of those fathers today and found out how an organization based in Raleigh helped make him a parent.
Sunday, Rob, CBS North Carolina.
Because of the nature of adoption with external families, Rob and Anna both asked to not use their last names for this story. One person is dead and another in critical condition tonight following a crash in Fayetteville. It happened early this morning on Bunce Road. Right now, police are releasing very few details. We will update you on air and online as we get more information. And in Goldsboro tonight, police are looking for the person responsible for a drive-by shooting that put a man in the hospital. 23-year-old Octavius Thompson was shot yesterday on South Slocum Street. He is expected to survive. Tonight, we are looking ahead to a vote that will impact more than 1 million people. Wake County commissioners are set to adopt a $1.26 billion budget tomorrow. It allots an extra $16 million for the school system. That's well short of the $45 million the district requested. It also raises property taxes by about 1.5 cents. The Bull City is also expected to finalize its budget tomorrow. Durham plans to add about $2.8 billion, or I should say $1 million, to a fund that helps people find affordable housing. The money would come from a property tax increase that would see homeowners paying about $3 more a month on a $180,000 home. Tomorrow could be the day that the town of Cary finally reaches a compromise with Habitat for Humanity. Now, this is a story that we've been following for months now. Some people who live along Trimble Avenue told us they're concerned that the Habitat houses will not fit in with the neighborhood's look. As an olive branch, Habitat is now only asking to rezone 2.5 acres so they can build 7 homes instead of the planned 9. We'll let you know how tomorrow's vote goes. It's becoming an all too familiar story. Another person had to be rescued today after getting caught in a rip current at Atlantic Beach. Now, this comes just one day after a 56-year-old man died while trying to rescue 2 teenage girls. In today's case, beachgoers were enjoying the sun when they saw a 21-year-old man floating face down in the waves. They pulled him out of the water and began CPR. As of tonight, he is listed in critical condition.
Oh yeah, it was terrible. Yeah, it really was. Yeah, it's hard to get it. Some of those images will be hard to erase.
Now, this all happened at an unguarded beach with no lifeguard or warning signs in sight. Right now, deputies are still looking for an inmate who broke out of the Davidson County Jail last night. Davidson County is a little over 100 miles west of Raleigh. Deputies say Benjamin Small assaulted and seriously injured an officer, then took her keys and other items. Small is considered dangerous. If you see him, call 911 right away. 7 people ended up in a hospital after a fight led to a shooting in Myrtle Beach. Police say a security officer shot the suspect, but that shooter still got away, at least briefly, by carjacking someone and taking off. Police were able to make an arrest a short time later. A few days ago, President Donald Trump told the world through Twitter that he was under investigation, presumably by special counsel Robert Mueller. But it didn't take long for sources close to the president to say that he was not referring to any official confirmation, but instead to news reports. Here's what a lawyer for the president said about it today when asked by Face the Nation's John Dickerson.
The president issued that tweet on social media.
Dickerson went on to ask how the president's lawyer knows that he's not under investigation. He replied that they've received no notice and said he could not imagine a scenario where the president would be under investigation and not know about it. At least 2 tourists have been killed and dozens more rescued tonight after gunmen attacked a luxury resort in Mali. 2 attackers were killed. A third was able to escape. The former French colony has been battling extremists for the last several years.
When I looked around, I seen injured people.
A memorial service for a beloved firefighter ends with dozens of first responders trying to make sense of what just happened. Plus, investigators reveal what they believe caused a forest fire that's killed 60 people and counting.